everyone, this is our first model. This is the 5102, or it can be written 55-5102. This is the current model on HSN that you can purchase. It's also available, I don't know if it's available on the Stamina website, I don't think it is right now, but it's also available on eBay for new or refurbished. Again, this 5102, this is their newest, so it has some of the more current upgrades on it, and we'll talk about those. Right now I have it wrapped up. I had just unfolded it. When I store it, I wrap the cords around the shoulder supports, and I do that to help them not, fall all over, get rolled over, maybe get damaged, dirty, messed up. So I'm just undoing the straps right now, and I'm going to put them back on the shoulder pads for safekeeping, so they don't drag on the floor, which is perfectly fine if they do drag on the floor. And I'm going to pop in a cable. Okay, so this is a 5-cord reformer. It's supposed to be more cushioned than this purple and black one, but I don't really notice that it's more cushioned. It seems about the same cushion. However, it is more cushioned than some of the earlier models, and that's kind of what they talk about when they say it's more cushioned. But let's talk about what it comes with. So when you get this reformer, new or refurbished, you will get all the goodies in the bag. If you buy from the seller that I have linked below, everything comes in the bag with the reformer. You will not be missing a piece. It's guaranteed to work, and it has all the accessories that come with it, which is amazing. One of the main things, we'll talk about this real quickly. Now, I just want to say, these hooks right here are supposed to be white. I don't know why they're black. I think maybe I got an earlier, like an experimental earlier model or something. I'll show you why I think that later, because I also have a white pole, and this supposed to come with a black pole, but I'll show you that later. I don't know why I forgot to bring that out, but I will bring it out. But one thing about these straps, whether these hooks up here that are attached onto the pulley riser are white or not, they're black in this case, but most of your models will come with white. Definitely the brand new ones will come with white. And like I said, I think this is some kind of early model or European model, I don't know, because of the pull. But your pull should normally be black, and your little hooks on the pulley riser should normally be white, but this is backwards in this particular model. But one of the things that's nice about this model is it has foot straps and hand straps. They're connected together, but when you're just trying to work your arms, you can grab these little straps, and it gives you just like an inch more of resistance. And so it's really great because, your arms can probably hold, they're shorter, so they can pull more weight than if you just have your foot size strap. And I think professional reformers have this, and so that's a feature that they added to this brand new model. They also have a 4-cord that I do not have available, that's a newer model that has this feature. So here you have the double straps, the leg strap and the hand strap. And they're very comfy. They're a little thinner than the straps that I'm used to, but they're definitely sufficient. And they're gonna go around the shoulder pads. This is the other new accessory or new thing about this model. There are 3 models now out that have this type of adjustment system. And it's right here, it's a very sturdy plastic piece right here. I say resin, I think it's resin, but I don't really know. It's just a very sturdy plastic piece that is not gonna break. Like even if I ran this over, it wouldn't crack. Maybe eventually if I kept doing it. But all you have to do to adjust your strap, and I'll show it closer too, is I push the cord through so it's up. You can see how it makes a loop, and then I just pull it down. And that's gonna give me a longer strap than what it just was. I don't know if you can see that. Here, this one barely goes over, and since I just adjusted it, this one goes longer. So that's if I have longer legs, longer arms, which I do not. So this size is actually perfect for me. But that was a super quick adjustment. No other strap adjusts quickly like this. And one thing that's really nice about it, I'm putting it back because I'm short. One thing that's really nice about it is if I even wanted to adjust for another person who would be using this, that's a little taller, it's super quick. If I wanted to adjust real quickly for my arms, just a little tighter, instead of for my legs, super quick. So this strap adjustment is amazing. I love it. I think if it was on my blue model, it would be perfect because this is my favorite model. But yeah, it's great. And I did hear one thing that said the strap slipped more with this. I read reviews, in my spare time. So that this slips more. but I don't see how. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, I don't see how. Because if you're pulling from here, yeah, that's not slipping. So I don't think, you know, maybe it won't really pull on it. Yeah, so that's not slipping. So I still think this is probably the best way that they have ever had to adjust straps. And we'll do just strap adjustment in a different video, but if you're about to buy this machine, you're getting like the cream of the crop for strap adjustments. If you have an old strap adjustment, they're perfectly fine. Get them adjusted to where you like them and go for it. If you have a D-ring right here on your strap or on your handle, you can trade out this particular handle. This one's the nice one with the double loop, but if they sell a separate double loop handle, AeroPilates does. I hope to get one of those soon to show you guys, but I don't have it yet. And you can replace, if this was the old, one of the old maybe rubber handles, which do I even have a rubber handle up here? Okay, I don't have one up here, but I do have one, so I'll show you the different handles. But if this was a less desirable handle, I could take this handle off, put the new double loop that they sell separately onto this machine, because this is a little D-ring here, and it can be switched out. So, there you go. But this one has the double handle. You're good to go. If you don't know about the headrest, I'm going to take out the shoulder pad so you can see this a little better. And we'll do a different video just on headrest. But it has 3 adjustments. Now, I've read somebody say it only has 2 adjustments. They just don't know how to adjust it. Here's the first one. You do the tall one, and then obviously down. So 1, 2, 3, and that will hold your head. So it's pretty nice. And the neck and head pillow is a really great addition to any AeroPilates reformer, especially for if you have any problems with your neck. It just really supports it, and it supports it more than you realize. I tell the story that my mom, first I got the pillow for her because I know that she had neck problems, and she let me use it once, and I did not want to give it back. But I did, and I bought my own because it was just so much more comfortable. It supported my neck so well. That's a separate purchase, and I can do a different video on that and show you the links on that. Okay, so onto the Carriage. This is a typical 5-cord width Carriage. It's a 20-inch Carriage. So you can see the 4-cord here is a 17-inch Carriage, and so the 5-cord is a 20-inch Carriage. I recommend the 5-cord for anybody my size or bigger, just because you have more comfortability when you're on the Carriage. However, I really do still like using my 4-cord, so my arms kind of hang off the side, so maybe I'll show that in a video, but this definitely gives you more room. You're gonna feel more comfortable room-wise if you're a little bigger like me on this 5-cord. So now, for the cords, if you don't know, the 2 outer cords are black, then it goes into the 2, not inner, but the next cords are red, and the very middle cord is a yellow cord. And you get the resistance there of 5.5 cords instead of just 5 black. There is one model, AeroPilates, it's a white and black one, similar to this, but not this one because this has the 5 cords, the 5 colored cords. But there's a 5-cord black model, AeroPilates, that's all black cords, and they only have the ability of 5 cords, where this one has the ability of 5.5 cords. And why do you want that other half? You know, if you ever hear Marjolaine Brugman talk on QVC or HSN, she loves the yellow cord the most. And you can trade out the cords anyway. If you have an all black corded Pilates machine, you can trade out the cords. But she loves the yellow cord because it's more challenging to bring yourself back in. And so you have to engage your abs more, or if you're doing standing work, you really have to squeeze your inner thigh. So it gives you a different kind of challenge. So I really do like the 5 cords, the different colored cords. The 2 black, the 2 red, and the yellow in the middle. I love that setup. So if you can get one of these, the 5-cord is definitely, and this particular model, if you like this muted color, and this color is actually, it's really pretty. It's high class color. This is probably more like a, I don't know, a girly, young, I don't know. It's me. I just like the pop of color, and it makes me cheerful to work out on it. And pointing to my favorite machine. But this is a really pretty and elegant color, this tan. So it's great for a lot of people. I think a lot of people would like this. It would match a lot of decor, which is kind of what they want it to look, you know, fancy out, so that you'll use it instead of being like, okay, I have to hide it in the closet because it's way too bright. It doesn't match anything in my room. So this one might have to go in the closet because it's way too bright. But this one is so muted and calm and neutral. that you could have it out in the corner and people may not even notice it because it's just a really calm color. And it really is a beautiful color. It's not necessarily cheerful, but it is pretty. It looks elegant, okay, in neutral, I mean beige. Who doesn't love beige? Okay, I'm sure they have a fancier name for it than that, but to me it looks beige. And what I do like is the AeroPilates letters are in black on that instead of white. So I think it's just it is a pretty bed. So what else is different? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it comes with. You're gonna get your instruction booklet, and it does come in a couple languages. Let's see. It does not come in a couple languages, that's great. So this one is only English. I mean, maybe that's not great, but yeah, you might have to call if you need a Spanish version or look online. I do know they have the Spanish version online for every model. But yeah, this entire booklet is in English. So you have an English instruction manual, which is, you know, probably fine for a lot of people. You have your chart here. This is a chart. I used to have this on my wall. I don't have it anymore, but it gives you just some great, if you just want to jump on for 5 minutes on your AeroPilates and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? You have some really great exercises. I'll pan in on this on its own video of the chart because I have two different charts that slightly differ, and I have the pull-up bar chart. So I'll just do a chart video later so you can kind of see. But I mean, it's great to have this on your wall as a reference, and you just look up there and you say, okay, I'm going to pick like a few exercises. You can even close your eyes, pick an exercise, do it, and do that for your 5 minutes. So the chart is a really great addition. This particular model also comes with the 30-day Jumpstart Program. That's where you log in to Marjolaine's, it takes you through a login. Let me see if it has it. AeroPilates.com. Yeah, so it has the information on there. And you're going to register, and I think you have to put in your model number. I'm not positive about that. But every day, and you can only unlock one video a day, which is really cool. So each day you can look forward, and she'll tell you something like how to use the straps, like an arm exercise, or a good foot position when you're using the foot bar. And so she really helps you, they're like beginner level tips, but it's just nice to see her too every day encouraging you to get it done. So you'll like that. This is a download. Now before she created a printed version of this, and you can see the booklet, there's actually a booklet that came with this model, like all of these models I think, I'll check, but a booklet that came with it, and it's an eating guide. But now you can just download it. And that's nice because you can pop it up anytime you want to look at it real quickly. You don't have to know where the booklet is. It can be right on your computer or your iPhone, or, excuse me, I don't have an iPhone, but whatever you have, it can be right on there. And then you get a free video here. You have to put in this for sure, you have to put in your model number, and that's on that machine. And so you just go to, let me see if it says. Okay, it doesn't say, but it's staminafitness, I believe, .com. I will put the actual, link down below. And you would go there and you would put in your model number, and they will let you pick from a set of videos for free streaming video. You already get the videos here. These are DVDs right here in the pack, and I'm going to open them and count and tell you what they are. But this is one extra one. And these videos are all Marjolaine and her daughter Sky, and this lady's named Shauna White. Okay, I can't remember her name. I think it's Shauna White Smith, if I'm remembering correctly. But either way, Shauna here, and she does some really interesting, different exercises in the video. Some you're gonna be like, you may be. I'm not gonna say definitely. Some you may be like, I am not gonna do that. I cannot do that. However, some are like, oh, that's really fun. So even within the same video, I've noticed I own a few on the website where I stream, I have the on-demand, and a couple of them I'm like, ooh, skip that part, but the next part I'm like, oh, that's really fun. So she's super creative. She has some great videos on there as well. Now, what you get in your actual bag, and it's supposedly you can actually access every single DVD in here online as well with your model number, okay? It's not model number, it's serial number, with your serial number. Excuse me. I'm sorry I've been saying that wrong. So with your serial number, you can access every single one of these DVDs. If you don't have a DVD player, you can even get rid of these if you don't want a DVD. You could sell them online or something. You can keep them in case the digital goes down or we can't access it one time. But each of these 4 DVDs, I had to count. Each of these 4 DVDs are available for you free with your purchase online so that you can stream them. And you'll just have like a little video library. So you'll have these 4 in you'll have your own account, your on-demand little section. You'll have these 4 videos, and then you'll have your free one. So this actually comes with 5. So you have in your first one, you have a basic workout package. You have basic AeroPilates workout, basic cardio workout, and you have a pull workout. And I should have the pull out here. I will show that to you, I guess, at the end because I don't have it out here right now. And then you have your primer DVD with the basic workout. This is what you're going to start with. When you see primer, if you are new to fitness, to AeroPilates, look at this. If you're pretty fit, you could probably jump to the next one, which is the basic AeroPilates workout, basic cardio, and the pull workout. You may not even need this DVD. But this is good to look at just for information. But if you're new to AeroPilates, this is the perfect one to start with. This is what my mom and I started with. We did it for a month only, this workout. And we both had amazing results, but we both felt comfortable. We understood what we should do, and it helped us go to a more advanced exercises. Strength and stamina. You have 2 exercises on this, strong and lean, and body, heart, and mind. And again, these are with Marjolaine and her daughter. They're just really fun interactions with them. You'll really like it. And then you have a stretching video, simple stretch, which really is just stretching. So simple stretch is a great one if you just need a stretch. The full body stretch is a little more like a workout stretch. So these are all great little videos. You will love them. And those come with it. So you have 4, again, the free one. And let's talk about what else this comes with. I'm just going to leave these out because they're not going back in. Okay. You have your tow bar. Okay, when you hear Marjolaine talk about it, she talks about a wider flared tow bar. It depends on what model you have, that if this is wider or more flared or not. And I'm going to show you though, I really don't mean to be negative about this, but the Beast, it has an amazingly wide tow bar. I'm going to grab it out. And then the 4-cord has a much more narrow. So when she's talking about a wider foot bar, she's talking compared to a smaller 4-cord or 3-cord reformer. This is definitely wider. But this Premier, this is a Premier model. It's a 701, by the way, Premier 701, has an even wider foot bar or tow bar, which I'm going to show you right now. And so the reason I'm telling you this, somebody had a Premier model and they upgraded to the 5-cord model, and Marjolaine had said that it's a wider flared tow bar, and she was annoyed that it was not quite as wide and flared as her 4-cord Beast. She had the 700 model. So let's take a look at them. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, I prefer the 5-cord models to this one. Again, if you're tall though, if you're taller and wider, this is a really good machine. It's too tall for me. I'm too short for it, whichever way you want to look at it. So here's the actual tow bar that comes with the Premier models. And you can see with the 5-cord, let me line it up. Okay. It's not wider. If you can look at that, can you see that? Let me see, maybe I'll put it closer. It's not wider than your Premier model, okay? But now let's compare it to the 4-cord, which is probably what she's talking about. Well, definitely what she's talking about. Okay. And now you can see what she's talking about. It is wider and it is more flared. This has no flare, the 4-cord. So, my point is, this is a really great tow bar. But if you're expecting it to be wider and more flared than a Premier model, this is the brand new Premier model, the 701. If you have the 700 and you want it to be wider and more flared, this 5-cord is not going to be that. But this will open your hips well enough for the exercises. Okay, so I just want to go over that. It only comes with one tow bar, even though I have a bunch stacked right here. And then you get this beautiful white rebounder. So it matches the frame. It looks beautiful on. I really love the white rebounder with the white frame, but I'm going to show you what the purple and the black one come with. So the purple and the black, whoops, they have the white frame, but they come with a black rebounder. So you can see how the white rebounder is it just pops. Now the black is fine. It actually looks fine. It looks fine on the purple too, but I really love the pretty white rebounder. So, 5102 comes with this rebounder, the white, not the black. Okay, so I like that feature. I think it just combines the machine, or like makes the machine flow with the white. And I have the white bar that you can use this. The bar has its own exercise workout DVD, and normally, anytime I've seen this machine demoed, it's always had a black bar. So I have my black bar from my box and pole. I'll show you the difference between those. But do not expect a white bar. You should expect a black bar. It's the only thing I've ever seen demoed, the only thing I've ever seen in pictures. I can't even find this AeroPilates white bar on the internet. And actually, I don't even know, this doesn't even say AeroPilates. But this is what came with this refurbished model of the machine. So we have a white bar from this machine, and this is a black bar example from my box and pole accessory, and this is the color you will get, the black, most definitely. I don't know how this white one even exists, let alone how it came in this package. So you know, this is a pretty heavy bar. This one's light. This one is the one that came with the box and pole. It telescopes, and it's an aluminum bar. But this one's heavy, I would say. I mean, definitely about a pound. You know, maybe 2 pounds, I don't know. And, you know, you can hook the straps and, you know, do different things with this bar. You can also be standing. If you keep your model on the floor, if you don't get a stand, you can use this for standing workouts. And that probably only works if you're pretty short. If you're a little taller, you might want to grab a broom or the telescoping bar, which I'll show you when I do the box and pull, how it telescopes, and I'll compare the bars. So when you get your AeroPilates 5102, expect to have white hooks here on the end and expect to have a black bar. But other than that, everything else I showed you and said came with the model, not the foot toe bars of the other models, but the white toe bar and the white rebounder will be in your package. And it's everything you need to get going. You have the 5 cords. The only other difference that I'm going to have to give a close-up to show you are the end caps. They changed the end caps now, and they're just like ridges. What do you call them? I'll show them to you. Before they had a little circular AeroPilates design. They don't have those anymore on the new models. They just have this kind of friction platform, and it's probably pretty good for standing on. Probably a little better than the ones before. So I'll do a close-up of those so you can see the end caps. But other than that, you're going to get this great model. Everything about this model is wonderful. You will love it. It's very high-end, and especially if you like the color, go for it and get this model, okay? You're going to love the upgrades. In fact, just so you know, I am jealous of these straps, and I do want to change out my blue Pilates straps for these straps because of this adjustment, and I love these handles. So I'll show them in the video how to change them out because I'm going to be doing it on my own machine. But that's how much I like this. So if you get this model as is, it's wonderful. It's a great model. And the pole, which is funny that this came with it, my mother has a pole, the black one, just like this. And I have this telescoping one. So the pole is a handy accessory as well. So this is actually an extra $30 to $40 purchase, this pole alone. So you're getting it for free when these models did not come with that. So it's kind of an upgrade to have a pole. Anyway, so it's a great model. I hope you guys consider these because it's one that you can get on payments from HSN right now, or get on eBay right now, refurbished, returned, or buy new on eBay. It's you're gonna save money going to HSN right now, or buying it returned refurbished. If you buy it brand new on eBay, you're gonna pay a little more, but it's still worth it. It's a wonderful machine, and it will last for years. People have had these machines, like the old ones, for 20 years, and that's the old models before they had all these upgrades. So, I mean, they've upgraded the pulley system since then, 20 years ago, and there's just a lot of, the pulley risers didn't used to exist, and, oh, I'll talk about the pulley risers, I forgot about them, real quickly, and then end the video. But the old machines, like 20 years old, they still have them, they still work. They may have had to change out the cords once or twice in 20 years, so that's amazing. This machine is gonna last. It's for everybody. I've gotten my husband on this machine because he's like a broad shoulder, strong guy. He gets so stiff and he can't even move. He can't even, I thought he was joking when I was having him try to touch his toes. He couldn't even get past his knees when he was trying to bend over and touch his toes. So I get him on this to stretch him out. They're active stretches, and then he can move so much better. My children, because they do schoolwork and they're hunched over, they do some of the exercises to strengthen and to have better posture. So it's a great machine for your whole family. You will use it for years, and I hope you actually use it. Please get it home and actually use it. Go through the DVDs. On this channel, we'll be going through some things that you can do as well if you just want a quick jump to like arm work or jump to stretches. That'll be on this channel later, but please use it, please get it home, and I think it's definitely worth your money and your time. And real quickly, before we go out, the pulley risers, there's 5 holes here, and all you have to do is you kind of pull it up. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll do a specific video for pulley risers as well. You slide it out, now the hook's loose. You go down to the second one, whatever level you want, put it back in, and you're gonna have to do the same for both sides. And what it does is the further you go down, the longer the lever is here that you have to pull for your resistance, and so it makes it harder. In fact, when you go lower as well, and you're doing your leg work, it stretches you back a little more. So don't do it before you're ready. Start at the top and slowly move down as you're getting used to the machine. Now, I'm only at the second one. I've been using it for like 2.5 months. I'm only at the second hole right now, and I probably could still be at the first hole. So take your time, go down when you need to, and you have 5 levels that way that add more resistance other than all 5 of those chords, which are great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little scattered. I'm still new at this. Hopefully I'll get more organized with my thoughts. But let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have this machine, what you think of it. And if you do have it and you haven't thought about using it, please try to think about using it. Watch the DVDs ahead of time. Maybe look for some exercises online. See what it can do for your body. I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised. Actually, I know if anybody gives it a fair chance, they will be pleasantly surprised. And so, I hope you get this model, the 5102, 55, 5102, because it's available right now. It has a lot of great extra features, and I will talk about the next model in line in a little bit. See you soon.